Hello. Time now for the message from the morning man. Now, one Saturday morning, I went to pick up a friend at the airport. I missed the pickup point and stopped at what seemed like the next safe spot along the road. Now, this was a mistake. I had stopped in a no parking zone. I wasn't there long, though, about 20 seconds, just enough time for my friend to get into the car. I then drove off towards the exit, and that was when I had the shock of my life. The traffic control gate came down, blocking my exit. Security officers descended from goodness knows where and asked me to pull over. Their leader, a man who looked to be in his early 30s, informed me that I had stopped in a no parking zone, and that attracted a fine of 100 Ghana cedis. Now, how would you have felt about this if you were in my shoes? Angry? Upset? Unlucky? Would you have apologized and begged the security guard to let you off with a warning? Or would you have pointed out the fact that you didn't see the no parking sign, you stopped for no more than 30 seconds, there was no traffic behind you, you didn't obstruct anyone, you just picked your friend without causing any danger or harm to anyone, you are a law-abiding citizen and therefore resent being swooped down upon by a bunch of security men as if you were some terrorist when you haven't committed a crime? Well, I did none of the above. I paid the fine and commended him for a job well done. You see, to some, 100 Ghana cedis is not a lot of money. But for me, the fact that I didn't expect an airport run to cost me 100 Ghana, not to mention the inconvenience and embarrassment of my car being stopped and detained within the airport like some national security threat, was quite upsetting. I found myself making a silent vow never to stop at the airport without checking that I'm not in a no parking zone. My dear friend, I may not have seen the no parking sign, but human nature is such that we will all do whatever we can get away with. I have a friend from England named Terry. Terry visits Ghana a lot, and whenever he's here, he takes great pride in peeing against the wall and into gutters. He wouldn't dare do this in Birmingham where he lives, because if he did, he would be arrested and locked up. But here in Ghana, where it is also illegal, by the way, he happily whips it out and sprays his liquid waste wherever he likes because he can get away with it. Now, at the airport, people pick up and drop passengers in illegal spots all day long. Not because they're unaware, but because they can get away with it. This security officer, however, decided that while he was on duty, nobody would break the law. He didn't know who I was, and I suspect he didn't care much. As far as he was aware, a person had violated the regulations, and that person had to pay, no matter who they were. Now, by doing his job and enforcing the law, this security officer had effectively communicated to me that I will not be allowed to get away with doing the wrong thing, and ensured that at least one person, me, would never commit that offense ever again. If all security and law enforcement officers were like this young man, there would be a lot less impunity and law breaking in our society. Drive around the city today and you will see law enforcement officers camped at every major intersection, watching on as motorcyclists ride through red lights. You know, I've always wondered why they never bother to stop motorcyclists. Could it be because, well, they hardly ever have the money to pay bribes? And when they do stop someone for a traffic offense and let them go in exchange for 20 Ghana cedis, are they ensuring that this person won't reoffend? After all, if you knew that you could, for example, drive around town without a driver's license, and it would only cost you 20 Ghana, why wouldn't you? You know, there's a lot that we need to set right to cure this nation and make it as great and strong as we are always begging God to do every time we sing the national anthem. But it's little things like doing our jobs well and not cutting corners for anyone, which can make all the difference to our country's future. If only we would all follow this young security officer's example, we could cure at least one of our nation's ills and show our children that here in Ghana, we are ruled by laws, and as a functioning civilized society, we abide by those laws, no matter who we may be. I wish somehow I could communicate directly to this particular security officer to let him know that even though his actions cost me, I admire him for taking those actions, so that whenever people criticize him for doing the right thing, he will remember that it's the right thing and the only choice for him to do. My name is Kojo Yankson, and I am not above the law. Neither are you. So act accordingly. Good morning, Ghana.